What's up, guys? Rational Stacker here, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about why I stack and other methods of stacking and how not to get ripped off. So this will only work for my method of stacking. A lot of people will stack just because they like the look of the piece. They will stack because they're speculating for the future. They're speculating on which pieces will actually be worth more in the short term, whereas I am stacking for long term. I am stacking. I'm turning 40 this year. I retire in 25 years, and I'm looking to cash out in about 25 to 30, maybe even 35 years from now. So I'm not speculating short term. I am not guessing what's going to be worth more in the future. I'm not waiting to cash out as soon as the silver price spikes. I am saving for long term. This is the way I beat inflation and poor to no interest rates on bank accounts. So as you all know, bank accounts offer pretty much no interest these days. And if I was to put, say this bar was $200, if I was to take that $200, put it in the bank, well, I'm not going to get any interest on it. If I do, it's very minimal. In 30 years, 25, 30 years from now, it's going to be like a dollar maybe interest on that $200. Probably not even that. And that $200 that I put in today is $200 of today's money. That is not going to be $200 of 25 years from now's money. So in 25 years from now, this $200 that I spent is only going to be worth about $150, $160 because of inflation and because of the lack of interest rate. I'm going to lose money if I just put cash in the bank account. If I buy a bar of silver, this silver guaranteed in 25 years from now, this silver will be worth more than it is now. If you look at the long-term rates of silver, it's always going up. So after 20 years, 25 years, this will be worth another $5 an ounce or something like that, plus the inflation, and that'll be 25, 30 years from now's money, not today's money. So that is why I stack silver. So if that's why you guys stack silver, and I think a lot of you should be, because if you're speculating on which pieces are going to be worth more later, if you're speculating on the market, if you're in it for the short term, you're going to find that not many people win that game. And it's not, nobody can predict what is going to be worth more in the future. Nobody can predict which pieces are going to be selling better than others. So, rationally, it only makes sense to be stacking for the long term. So in that case, I only buy silver that I can get as close to spot as possible. I don't care what fancy prints it has on it. I don't care what kind of pictures it's got stamped into it. None of that matters to me because I am holding this for 25 to 30 years. And when I cash it out, if it has some, numismatic value to it, if people are willing to pay a little bit more for that piece, well then bonus. But that's not what I'm banking on. I'm banking on silver is going to be worth more in 25 to 30 years, which it is. If you look at the long-term charts, it does go up. And holding my dollar value instead of losing it to inflation and lack of interest. So that's why I do it. And if that's why you guys do it, a good way to not get ripped off is go buy it from an actual store that you can walk into, an accredited bullion exchange. That's what I do. I go to the Vancouver Bullion and Currency Exchange. It's an actual business here in the Lower Mainland, Vancouver, that I can walk into. They're Better Business Bureau accredited, and they get their stuff right from the mint. So I don't have to worry about this being a rip-off. I don't have to worry about them ripping me off because they're a multi-billion-dollar organization, and they are Better Business Bureau accredited, and they wouldn't be around if they were ripping people off. So, and they've been around for a long time, so I don't have to worry about it. I know this came right from the mint. I know this is 99.99% silver, and I am not going to get ripped off by them. And because their selection isn't that great, because they don't sell, all the fancy prints and stuff like that. They might every now and then, but for the most part, they carry a lot of generic stuff, which is perfect for me because I am not looking at short-term investment. I'm looking at long-term investment. I buy whatever I can get as close to spot as possible. And that was this bar, this time's 10 ounce Royal Canadian Mint, 99.99% pure silver, with a serial number and all that good stuff. And this is going to sit in my safe, which I have hidden in my house, bolted to the floor, and it is not going anywhere. 25 or 30 years is my investment time, guys. So that's just a rational look at how I stack silver, why I stack silver, and how I stop from getting ripped off. If you're going to go buy on eBay or Craigslist or something like that, you're taking your chances. I don't care who it comes from. It doesn't matter. You're taking the chances of it getting lost in the mail. You're getting the chances of a rip-off, like a counterfeit piece of silver, all that stuff. Walk into a store, look the person straight in the eye, get a Better Business accredited company, and know that the piece is coming right from the mint and that you're not getting ripped off. I mean, that is, peace of mind is everything. If you're spending hundreds of dollars on a bar like this, guys, you're going to want to make sure that it's actually silver. So that's what I do, and that's if you guys are in it for the long haul like me, that's probably what you should do too. Stay away from Craigslist and eBay and stuff like that. Also on eBay, I can walk in, I can't remember how much I paid for this, but it's like 230 something. I'm Canadian, so it's Canadian dollars, $231 or something like that I paid for this. I go on to ebay.ca right now and I look for this exact same bar, and it will cost me about $20 more out of eBay. I don't know why anybody would buy from eBay. Every time I look up prices for silver on eBay, they're always way over the price that I can actually walk into the bullion currency exchange, who buys it right from the mint, and I can get it cheaper. Like, why would I use eBay? Why does anybody use eBay? I don't understand it. But anyway, guys, that is just a rational look at how I do things, how I don't get ripped off, why I'm stacking, and the payout in the end, I think, is going to be worth it. So if you guys have any comments or ideas, or just want to call me a fucking idiot, you can leave a comment in the section below. You can rate and subscribe if you want. It doesn't really matter to me. I do this for myself. I'm not looking for subscribers or anything like that, so do what you want. Anyway, guys, later.